Доброго времени суток! Меня зовут Верди, и я приветствую вас на моем канале. Мы продолжаем проходить игру Genshin Impact, и у нас продолжение сюжета. Он вышел, хотя мы на этом канале только недавно закончили вторую главу. Да, давайте не будем тянуть. А то и так опять дотянем до начала следующей версии.
It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Reri, though. Where could he have slunk off to?
Да где-нибудь прячется.
If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
Он, наверное, обдумывает новый план.
Hello, you must be the traveler in Paimon?
Так.
Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
А вот и следы Рери.
Hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there right away. Come on, let's go.
Страна, которой нет. Начало 3 главы. Да, отправляйтесь к каменному карьеру на встречу с Флинсом. Да? Нефер знает все о всех. Планирует сделать ягоду моделью. Интересно, интересно. Отправляйтесь к каменному карьеру. Он, видимо, совсем недалеко. Может, мы даже сможем до него добежать, если я вспомню, где здесь выход из города. Пока заходила в игру... Да, это определенно не здесь. Пока заходила в игру, увидела, что анонсировали Дурина и Ягоду. Да. И знаете что? Мы их тоже будем выбивать. Мне нужны все из Нод-Края. И не из Нод-Края тоже. Я думаю, я во время исследования мира буду активно пользоваться способностью Нефер. А сейчас не буду особо останавливаться на этом. Что мы знаем о Чичерине? Имеет тесные связи с соратником Сигурдом. Интересно, надо найти этого Сигурда, значит, и узнать о нем побольше. Ого! Вот это, конечно, следы. Такого раньше здесь не было. Надеюсь, сейчас никто не вылезет, потому что у меня отряд не очень собран. Под бой. Надо поменять отряд. Да. А вот и все мы снова забрались.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Значит, Рери поглощает кувяки из всего, чего только может. Раз уж ему не удалось из пушки взять
Looks like his
силу.
appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger. What's his endgame here? Everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Reri to strike again. but it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence.
А, ну, мы точно знаем, что Варка его нашел. Только где сам Варка?
That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the crystalite itself is physically intact, but the kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
Следы очень такие, знаете, явные.
And we're sure that Reri did this.
А кто еще пойман?
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reiki of Solnari set to maximum threat level.
Хорошо, что у нас есть Инефа, наш аналитик.
Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Ничего, справимся.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Reri just after regaining his body?
Он был немножечко не в себе.
There wasn't a shred of sanity
Да.
left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Помню. Даже тогда он уже был очень опасен.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him.
Несколько имен других грешников и да. Все в этом мире не имеет для меня никакого значения. Очень интересная строчка.
Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Nod-Craya, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
А,
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows.
ну, видимо, не все так просто.
Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
Ну да. У него отсутствует сердце. И, видимо, еще недостаточно сил
The other thing is,
было.
how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Beats me.
Ну, вряд ли ему кто-то помогает. Может, чем больше сил он поглощает, тем больше у него восстанавливается способность трезво мыслить. Потому что Рери-то он как бы не глупый сам по себе-то.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
М,
Actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
Ну да, он даже сказал, что правда, которую мы ищем, очень скучная. Может, мы ему просто неинтересны? Может, он знает что-то большее, чем мы. Ну, естественно, он знает.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Ну, а в принципе, кто может знать? Скирк? Может, что-нибудь слышала от своего мастера?
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Rehir of Solnari before all this.
Лучше такое не произносить вслух, Ягода.
I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nod-Craya, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
Колумбина может что-то знать, но если она только восстановит связь со своей луной. А так, как она нам говорила, она не так-то много знает о нем.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. But if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki.
Да, нам надо тоже сохранять ясную голову и думать логически.
Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla. One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
Значит, мы должны ему
A
мешать.
perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these two locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rerir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
Лаума сразу встревожилась.
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here.
Да.
And if we do run into Riri, what then?
Рери, видимо, произвел на Паймон очень сильное впечатление, раз она его так боится. Ну, может, и мы должны бояться.
That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Хорошо, Ягода, ты прихватила с собой домовые эти шашки?
Didn't you say the third rule was go with the flow?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
Ага.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rerir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
Угу. Мы, видимо, расспрашиваем местных. Лаума эвакуирует людей. Но, похоже, мы ничего не нашли. Отправляйтесь в анклав Морозной Луны. Да, только я поменяю отряд. Все выглядят как-то озадаченно.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone.
Ага.
Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that I know and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Reri. If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one! Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it! I swear!
Там вроде находится Коломбина, нет?
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there! Quick!
Угу, угу. Ага, он и до нее добрался. Не трожь Коломбину. Ну, привет.
Why is he attacking the damselette? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Да.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Кажется, мы слабоваты.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now you shall plunge into darkness.
Давай поговорим.
Felindus, soon I will find a way.
Watch out!
Давай, ягода. Ее не задело? Не нравится мне это. Но, знаете, мы тоже хороши. Вот и Нефа подоспела.
Find them, even if it means turning this place to ashes.
Я извиняюсь, конечно, но смотреть на него одно удовольствие. Но, да, он, конечно же, злодей. Мы, видимо, подпитали Коломбину светочью, и она смогла нас всех телепортировать.
Too close!
Да, это было опасно. Я не ожидала такого в самом начале.
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
Он один из 5 грешников, и это была еще не вся его сила. Ну-ка, сцена была хороша, хороша.
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
Но он почти проговорился про то, что он хочет. Как он сказал, Талиндис, скоро я смогу. Но смогу что? Что он сможет-то?
I have a question.
Да, Айна?
When me and Anepha showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about?
О, Айна же не знает, кто это.
We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
Логично.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it.
Но за что ее ненавидеть?
I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge.
Но это как-то слишком мелко. Хотя да, у него такой мстительный характер, но мелковато, тут что-то большее.
It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on.
Вот это более вероятно.
But right now, devising a counter strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this.
Ягода опять начинает паниковать.
Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So as long as we can sneak out of Nod-Craya undetected. No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
Running is our only option.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Нет.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Такой план мне не нравится.
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf.
Ну, мне кажется, все не согласятся с этим.
A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon.
Тем более уж Лаума.
What is it, Loma? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
Мне, кстати, нравится, что у нее цвет волос такой же, как у Дикой Охоты. Прикольно.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Да, правильно, Айна.
Yeah, we can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together.
Если уж Ягода такое
Besides,
говорит.
she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
Да, бегством проблему не решить.
But
Никаких «но».
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scion so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family. You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now.
Теперь наша очередь тебе помогать.
Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
Может, мы можем сделать небольшую дырочку в небе, чтобы через нее просачивалась сила?
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
The three moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
Вот зачем нам нужен лунный светоч, чтобы напитаться силой вечной луны.
The three moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the Frost Moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other two. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow. But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find the...
Вот нас и нагнала Дикая Охота.
It's the wild hunt! Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means Reri won't be far behind.
Если честно, потопали они не очень быстро.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Да, нам надо куда-нибудь быстренько переместиться. О, мне дали отряд.
Flash attack!
Какая прелесть.
With one heart,
Скоро появится чё?
Installation chamber deployed.
Сначала одолейте монстров и прорвитесь через разрушение.
Reri's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's help to escape. This goes on much longer.
Не-не-не-не-не.
Your plan!
Preparing for Dusta.
for the everlasting forest.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Fear the dark. Ha! Ha! Observe. Fear the dark. The night cometh. Be silent. Close your eyes. to dust.
Look, the rainbow!
Ultimatum protocol.
Мне надо их побить, да?
Beware the creatures of the night.
Потому что они еще появляются и появляются.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Вряд ли мы успеем
Be
их
silent.
добить. ГГ. Наш спаситель. Ну, эпично появился. Ага, красуется. Привет. И все мы такие, мы смотрим на него. Значит, это Варка. Выглядит, как будто бы сбежал из Final Fantasy.
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amspartnir?
Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
Мы наконец-то увидели Варку. Сколько лет прошло? Это то самое место?
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nod-Kraya, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network.
Северная разведсеть.
AKA the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nod-Kraya, but they've got contacts in every nation.
Я не могу, я сижу и улыбаюсь.
As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nod-Kraya should be pretty familiar with me by now. But I believe this is the first time we've met.
Привет.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected. But you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet.
Да. Варка точно из Манштата, у него, знаете, такой вайб.
Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Хорошее описание.
You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off.
Знаете, я вот не представляю Варку, чтобы он сидел в Манштате и разбирался со всеми делами города, как Джин. Ему надо где-нибудь шляться, знаете, вместе с отрядом, устраивать засады на врагов и всякое такое. Ну, в принципе, чем он и занимается. Я думаю, он наслаждается жизнью.
My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Ничего себе.
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Фига себе, у него даже нос видно.
Note to self.
Вот
Uncle
тут
Varka's
сравните
strength
нос
rating officially upgraded.
и Нефы.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nod-Kraya? Why is the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Айна быстро посвящает Варку в курс дела.
Wow,
Да,
I
тут
had no
такое
idea so
было.
much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nod-Kraya is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners.
Безумие, не так ли?
Oh, that's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
Ага.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
Не знаю, смогло ли бы его присутствие что-то поменять. Ну из пушки бы точно не выстрелили. Я думаю, у Варки бы хватило авторитета и наглости, и людей для того, чтобы остановить.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next. And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, but now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
Новая переменная. Блин, прозвучал как марионетка.
A new variable? You mean us?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Reri is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere.
На секундочку насладимся видом лица Варки.
That
Продолжаем.
said, while Ino was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast.
Ну, да, там было какое-то золотистое сияние.
I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
А может, это Николь?
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nod-Kryan Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves.
Ну, да, надеяться надо только на себя.
Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there.
Но Дикой охоты там особо много не было, да? И это все Рери продумал, чтобы вас туда заманить.
But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly it served its purpose.
Надо признать, Рери хорош.
I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself?
Может ли ему кто-то помогать?
The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nod-Craya of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one. First, we need to figure out how to take down Reri. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nod-Craya's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Reri in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
Oh?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina? 3 moons once watched over this world. The eternal moon was the largest. The frost moon was the brightest. And the iridescent moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the frost moon's power. And the eternal moon's marrow resides within the traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
The iridescent moon, the last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the iridescent moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
Это будет тайный визит или... Нормально мы войдем через дверь? К марионетке.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette? Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Ну, и я пойду с ней.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Reri's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nod-Craya for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
Так точно, Варка.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kutar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nod-Craya has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Привет, Нефер.
She heard me.
Boss!
are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal.
Ой.
But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Neffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Reri. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Nod-Craya. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Сидит, притворяется, будто ей это неинтересно.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Neffer? Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nod-Craya without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
Хочешь сказать, ты и есть?
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh?
Нефер очень суровый босс. Вы рассказываете Неферу о случившемся.
Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
А сама?
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Не будет она же в стороне сидеть.
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful?
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Reri. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss. If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please, I'm begging you.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flins, that fragment that Reri was after, do you still have it on you?
Знаете, мне кажется, вся вот эта вражда между фракциями, она несколько натянута. Ну, это как-то слишком искусственно, что ли. Даже вот эта вся сцена. Явно в интересах Нефер, чтобы они преуспели, чтобы Нод-Край остался цел. Но нет, мы будем набивать себе цену.
Of course.
Ясное же дело, что он согласится.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him. I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nod-Craya. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right then, we'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed!